Fulio has never been shy about his lifestyle or the feuds that come with it, and in several of his interviews, he made some shocking revelations. One time, Fulio admitted live on camera to buying more guns and dissing his ops, including the tragic mention of Yungeen Ace's brother. He's been known to make unsettling comments, including about casket rituals. In this video, I'll be showing you some of Fulio's most controversial interviews, including one of the most disturbing where he warned his brother's killers. Let's start with one of Fulio's early interviews where he confessed something chilling. DJ Vlad wanted to gauge Fulio's reaction after his ops dropped a diss track, which included dissing Fulio's dead affiliates. Vlad asked, "This Who I Smoke song drops. When you first heard that, what did you think?" Fulio, surprisingly calm, said, "I wasn't mad at them. I know they don't like me. That's what they're going to do." Fulio expected his ops to retaliate with music, but what was unsettling was how he subtly implied that they were just done attending funerals and still wanted to beef with him. "Y'all just went to 2 funerals, and y'all still want to play," Fulio added, hinting at a grim truth. DJ Vlad, understanding the deeper implications of Fulio's words, asked if he was fueled by anger or purpose. Fulio opened up about his father's death when he was just 13 years old. "How bad did that hit you being 12, 13 years old and losing your father?" Vlad asked. "It messed my head up," Fulio admitted. When asked if he was still angry about it, Fulio gave a haunting response. "When I was younger, I didn't understand, but now I know what's going on. It's just how it is." This sentiment, accepting violence as a part of life, echoes through many of Fulio's interviews. In another clip, Fulio's fearlessness became apparent. He spoke about going into neighborhoods where shootings were happening, seemingly unfazed by the danger. Fulio was known for stunts like disrespecting his ops' graves or using their obituaries in his music videos. Vlad brought up a story about 2 rappers beefing in the Bay Area, where one ended up paralyzed after a shootout during a video shoot. Despite the warning, Fulio brushed it off. "That's just what I felt like doing that day," he shrugged, showing no remorse. In another disturbing interview, Fulio wore a t-shirt that said, "Rest in Piss 23, a reference to Yungeen Ace's brother. When asked why he did it, Fulio's response was unsettling. "If you're not with my hood, you're against it," he said coldly. For Fulio, it seemed like there were no limits to what he was willing to do in the name of revenge. This leads us to perhaps one of the most shocking interviews Fulio ever did, where he finally admitted that he was, in fact, mad about the Who I Smoke diss track. When DJ Academics asked about it, Fulio revealed that the song had hurt him, and he felt the need to retaliate. "I went to the graveyard with a poster of their dead homie, shot a video, and dropped it." When Academics asked if he thought he went too far, Fulio's answer was chilling. "Hell no. Once dead people are mentioned, it's already too far." In another interview, Fulio made headlines again when he talked about wearing the Rest in Piss t-shirt. He tried to downplay the situation, saying it was just a lot of talking, but it was clear that Fulio wasn't just playing around. This was personal, and he was willing to go to any lengths. Fulio's love for his city of Jacksonville also plays a major role in his story. In one interview, Fulio had just survived a shootout where he was shot in the leg. The interviewer asked why he didn't leave Jacksonville considering how dangerous it was. Fulio's answer was simple. "I love my city. My brothers can't leave because of legal situations, so I stay." He knew the risks, but for him, loyalty to his city came first. But Fulio has also experienced betrayal. In another interview, he opened up about people he thought were neutral suddenly turning against him. "I wasn't mad at them who made the song because I know they don't like me," he said. However, Fulio then revealed that some of the people dissing him used to be in his music videos. "They used to be fans of mine in my videos before all this." Fulio's frustration boiled over in an Instagram live session where he called out Yungeen Ace's claims that no one had ever done anything to him. Fulio mentioned details about Ace's injuries and the deaths of his brothers, trying to undermine Ace's credibility. "You got famous off people dying," Fulio said, implying that Ace's rise to fame was built on tragedy. Things took an even darker turn when Fulio talked about his voodoo rituals in another interview. The interviewer, curious about Fulio's long dreadlocks, asked how he grew them. Fulio casually mentioned a voodoo lady who helped him. When the interviewer, clearly taken aback, asked more about the rituals, Fulio revealed something eerie. "You gotta sleep in an open casket for 5 or 6 days. The interviewer, stunned, asked if Fulio had ever done something like that. Fulio's response was simple. This asterisk T crazy. Fulio's belief in the supernatural seemed to play a role in his survival. In an interview where the host mentioned that some people thought Fulio was lying about the shootout he had been in, Fulio was quick to shut it down. "The news said it all," he snapped. Fulio explained that he was in a shootout, and the fact that he survived only added to his reputation. When asked how he planned to stay safe in such a dangerous environment, Fulio's answer was chilling. "Buy more guns." Despite all the violence, Fulio once revealed that he and Yungeen Ace had a conversation on Clubhouse where they seemed to bury the hatchet. "We just wished each other the best," Fulio said, but even then there was an undercurrent of tension. "Keep your head up," Fulio added, a statement that could easily be interpreted as both a warning and a farewell. In his final interviews, Fulio made it clear that he had no regrets. When asked if he regretted anything about the beef with Yungeen Ace, Fulio was blunt. "No, because if you're thugging, you know the consequences." Fulio knew the path he had chosen, and he seemed content with it, regardless of the cost. Unfortunately, this lifestyle led to tragedy. In one of the darkest turns in his story, Fulio lost his life in a shooting. The suspects have been arrested, and Yungeen Ace, who had survived countless attempts on his life, now faces his own legal battles. It's a tragic end to a feud that started with diss tracks and spiraled into deadly violence. Fulio's story is a cautionary tale about the dangerous world of rap beefs and gang violence. It's a world where disrespect is met with bullets, and revenge is a never-ending cycle. While Fulio's interviews may have seemed like just another rapper talking tough, they revealed a deeper, darker reality, one where life and death are constantly at odds, and survival is never guaranteed. If you want to hear more stories like this one, check out the video on your screen right now. Stay safe, and remember, there are no winners in the streets,